Negative emotions are not always problems to eliminate. They are information you can redirect. They are basically helping us out. We just don't want to believe it. We spend so much time of our lives trying to stop feeling jealous or angry or afraid or being sad or having stopping this insecurity. But what if you can use them to help you out? Because they are always trying to tell us something about ourselves, but somehow we just don't want to listen. That's why we feel ashamed about them, and we don't even know sometimes what we actually need, but they help us out. But sometimes just we don't want to look at it like this. If we start talking about each emotion, they are actually just information. Every emotion, no matter how horrible it is, it's an information to help you out. It's basically a blessing. You're the one who's being helped out here. Jealousy can become a direction. You see someone and thinking to yourself, why do they have all of that? And I don't. Exactly. Why not you? Why not you? Look at what made you think to yourself like this. It might be a specific things they have, or like a feeling, their freedom, or like their confident, or their lifestyle, or their success. And try to give it to yourself in your own way. You've been helped out here. So do not look at it like it's something shameful. Just direct it in your own way that it's going to help you out. And once you start looking at what made you feel that way, it shifts from comparison to information, because they actually helped you. They actually help you to know what you actually want. So start thinking to yourself, how can you give it to yourself now, like in your own way? Or if you want like the actual specific thing, like them exactly, you can go and ask them for like advice and wish them the best, because no matter what, you can actually give it to yourself. You can give it to yourself as well. So basically, you win here, and they actually helped you. Your feelings are informations. Anger as well can become boundaries. Anger tells us that something were crossed. Like a boundary is definitely been crossed. That's why you feel so furious inside. Think to yourself, when you feel angry, what boundary of mine was violated? What's wrong here? You got angry for a reason. Then use that anger to build a boundary. Anger itself was not the solution, not the solution at all, but it gave you a clue about the solution. So it basically helped you out. And once you know what crosses and like what boundary were crossed, you start noticing what scares you, because fear can become a direction. Fear does not always mean don't do it or it's dangerous. Sometimes it simply means that this thing matters to you. First boundary, first time you enter a new place, or first time you do something you never did before. Fear tells you that something is unfamiliar. From there, you can like transform it into fear to courage, then to action. And fear does not always tell you to stop like specific things or like stop something sometimes. Sometimes it show you exactly where you care the most. And when you lose something you deeply cared about, life, you might end up losing it. That's when sadness comes in, because sadness can become clarity, because it can show you what really matters to you. If something hadn't hurt at all and not matters to you at all in like the first place, you would not feel such a deep sorrow over it. So instead of trying to escape like this sadness from like this specific thing that you lost, I don't recommend it at all. It will make it 10 times worse. So instead of trying to escape it, think for a minute, what did this thing mean to me? And here, like, sadness shift from like a deep sorrowness, even though it might hurt, it's normal, but it shift from like this deep sorrow into an understanding. You, even though that you are sad, and it's okay, it's really fine, but you have like an understanding of it. Like, why do I actually cared about this thing in the first place? You wonder to yourself, why do you feel such a deep sorrow? And once you understand what made you feel sad, you must start like wondering why it affected you so deeply. And these wonders will form a question that can lead straight to an insecurity. And insecurity can become self-awareness. It shows you where you like do not trust yourself, where the place that you are missing in, that you need to trust yourself more in. And this gives you a place to work on, not hating on yourself because you like discovered something you're not good at or something you are insecure about. It's normal. It's about finding something, but like finding this thing that you do not fully trust yourself in yet, and actually work on it. And that's the point. Our emotions are blessings. I believe no matter how horrible this emotion is, it's a blessing. It's helping you out. It's telling you something. And they work basically for us by telling us what we actually need, or what we actually need to fix, or what we actually need to develop within ourselves. They are not random interpretation like in our lives to like disturb us at all. They basically work for us only if we like direct them in a good way that can actually fix our life, or like fix us deeply like from inside, so we can actually have the life that we want. Every emotion, no matter how like horrible it feels, it definitely tells us something. And we just need to like listen to it and focus on like the need, or like the thing that we need to fix or even develop in, so we can might never actually feel it again. Or even if we feel it again, we don't feel it as deep as used before, as it like used to be before. So it basically helped us out. You do not have to turn every negative emotion into happiness. You can't be happy all the time, and it's really normal and it's fine. It's actually healthy for our body from time to time. You cannot be happy all the time. It's normal. But make sure to understand why did you felt that way, because that emotion, no matter how cruel or horrible it was definitely telling you something. It was definitely giving you something to take, that it's going to help you. Take the information that it's like this emotion is giving you and turn it into an action. Because if you let your emotions control you, they will basically become a prison. But if you understand them and turn them, if you like understand them deeply, you can actually turn them into a map that might change your life for the better. Because our emotions tell us where to look. It's totally fine, even though it's a lifelong journey. Like, no matter how hard you worked on yourself, sometimes even though that you thought you fixed this specific thing about yourself, but you faced something that you thought that you will be okay with it, but you wasn't okay. You weren't okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. And we have this all the time. This is life. That's why you need to like work more on it, or like develop it more, or like even fix it more. It's totally fine. Here your emotions like form like a map for you, and you have to look on it so you can like fix it and never face this emotion again. And like you can direct it in an amazing way that might end up helping you out, because they actually help us out all the time. But I just believe that many of us don't want to believe that. Thanks for watching.